Raise your hand if you've ever stayed up until 3 a.m. watching a video you didn't even plan to watch, just because you needed to know how it ended. Yeah, same. You probably thought the storyteller was just a natural genius. But here's the truth. Great storytelling isn't black magic. It is a predictable, programmable formula that hacks your brain's chemistry. Most people think dopamine is the pleasure chemical. You eat a good meal, you get dopamine. But that's actually not how it works. Dopamine is the prediction chemical. It fires in your brain not when you get a reward, but when you are trying to guess what might happen next. Think about it like this. A vending machine is not addictive. You put a coin in, you get a snack out. It does the exact same thing every time. But think about watching a live football match and your team gets a penalty kick in the final minute. The player steps up. Will he score? Will the goalie save it? That intense pull of anticipation you feel? That is dopamine. The uncertainty is what hooks you. The science behind addictive stories uses this exact same brain chemistry. It breaks down into a ridiculously simple 4-step loop. Step 1 is the stakes. Stakes are what turn your brain's prediction machine on in the first place. You need a character, something at risk, and urgency. If there is no real consequence, your brain doesn't care, and it doesn't predict. Step 2 is the big question. Now that your brain is activated, it needs a puzzle to solve. You load in a specific question, and your brain cannot help but start guessing the outcome. Chemically, this releases a steady, low-grade drip of dopamine. It is the anticipation of waiting to find out what happens next. Step 3 is the head fake. This is where the magic happens. A head fake is a logical surprise that completely breaks the viewer's prediction. Neuroscience calls this prediction error. When you expect one thing, but something else completely surprising, yet logical, happens, it triggers the single largest spike of dopamine your brain can produce. Step 4 is the rehook. Right when the viewer is reeling from the surprise, you immediately open a new loop. You close one question and instantly ask another. This means the viewer's brain never gets a moment to tune out. So how do you actually do this? Let's look at a flat story versus an addictive story. A flat story sounds like this. I went to a job interview today. I answered their questions and they offered me the position. That is a vending machine story. It's boring. You felt absolutely nothing. Now let's run the exact same story through the addiction loop. I was walking into the final interview for my dream job. If I didn't get this, my savings were gone, and I'd have to move back into my parents' basement by Friday. That's the stakes. I sat down, and the manager looked at my resume, frowned, and said, "We have a massive problem here." That is the big question. Your brain is now predicting, what is the problem? Did he make a mistake? I froze, thinking I wasn't experienced enough. But then the manager looked up and said, "You applied for the junior role, but you are way too overqualified. I want to offer you the executive position." That is the head fake. The prediction is broken. The dopamine spikes. Which would have been the greatest moment of my life, except the executive role required me to move to a different country tomorrow. And boom! That is the rehook. One loop closes, a new one opens, and you are locked in. See the difference? Same event, completely different neurological experience. When you stop just listing facts and start designing loops, your communication changes completely. You stop begging for attention, and you start commanding it. So tomorrow, don't just tell people what happened. Build the stakes. Ask the question. Drop the head fake. Hook them again. Because you didn't just survive a conversation. You actually owned the room.